friend, David, for his excellent taste in best men. Seriously, you got to understand.
Yes. Yes.
It is an honor and privilege to have been able to call David my best friend for the last 27 years. We were actually in the children's choir growing up, which is hilarious because if anybody knows him, he's completely tone deaf. And since then, he's always been a brother to me. And not only to me, but to all of my siblings as well. Lions kids, where you at? All 9 of us. And David, your family, Mr. and Mrs. Buswalt, Christina, Billy, Emily, you guys are always a second family to me, and I don't get to see you guys that much, and it's really nice to be able to reconnect with all of you. Christina came all the way from Germany, where she's stationed to be here. And to everybody who traveled to be here, from Boston, from Florida, from California, from Singapore, Texas. I guess the reason that people travel so far is because they've heard about David's legendary party throwing skills. And a lot of us realize that this is probably the only opportunity that we're ever going to have to be able to sit down and have a nice meal and celebrate and party with these two without getting an itemized Venmo request the next morning.
Sick.
Thanks, Terry.
Killing it. Already killing it.
One thing I love about David is his tremendous ability to laugh at himself, which is good because there's a lot of material. But seriously, I don't want to embarrass you too much in front of your new family. You don't really need my help with that. But jokes aside, for real, David is literally the best friend that I could have ever in a million years asked for. I don't know what I did in a past life to deserve a friend that is so loyal and generous and consistent as this man right here. David shows up. He shows up for his friends. And for me, he's shown up again and again and again. My entire life, I've always been there. My dad was like, yeah, he just kept showing up. I guess we had to start feeding him eventually. And when you have a big family like that, you usually make a lot of food. So throwing one extra kid in the mix is usually not a big deal, but this kid has a ravenous appetite. Holy cow! I gave my parents a week's notice so they could go to Walmart and Costco, get all the extra. I'm serious. So anyway. He's always been there. Especially when I was in trouble. Although my dad reminds me he's often the one that got me in trouble in the first place. But he was there regardless. I'll never forget one time, right out of college, I was in my new job. 2 months in, I got laid off. I lost my job. I sat in my car, lost, embarrassed. I didn't even call my parents, anybody. I picked up the phone and I called David. The first phone call that I made. And he literally talked me off the ledge, built me back up when I needed him the most, and offered me a place to stay while I figured out what I was going to do next. This man will literally give you the shirt off of his back if he thinks that you're cold. That's the kind of man, that's the kind of friend that David is. And I bet you that every single one of his friends and family members has their own version of a time and a story when David has shown up for them.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
David loves people the way that they need to be loved. He pays attention to the small details, he remembers years later, he'll give you a small little gift that seems like it's not much of anything, but it means the world because he remembered that small little detail that shows you that he cares about you and that he loves you. And that's the thing. He recognizes that love, whether it's in friendship or in a relationship, is not just a noun, but love is a verb. Love is an action. And that's what it takes to make a marriage work. It's that consistency of showing up for each other day after day after day. Seriously, I don't know what I did to deserve a best man that is so consistent, thoughtful, generous, and loyal as this man right here. Another thing about David is that he is a child at heart, in case you couldn't tell.
Who?
When we were little, we would play with Legos, and we would eat pizza. And I don't know if you guys are seeing the trend here, but we would play with Pokemon. 27 years later, we're still eating pizza, playing with Legos, playing with Pokemon. And I am so, so happy that he found a bride who not only puts up with it, but loves him for it and embraces it and supports it and cherishes it and builds up and lets him keep that inner child alive every single day. How amazing is that? That's rare. One of the reasons that we all love Carrie for David is because she keeps him young. In a good way. Carrie, I'm sure you noticed David loves your sense of adventure. And I'm excited for the two of you to continue to have a lifetime of adventure together. And Carrie, I have to say, I was extremely skeptical when I found out that David had met somebody in Las Vegas, of all places. But, because in my mind, like, nobody's ever going to be good enough for David. But after having an opportunity to get to know you as well as I have, I can honestly say that both of you have won the jackpot. My wife always says, these are the good old days. These are the good old days. Right? Someday we're going to look back on this moment
I say that.
right now with fond memories. And then the next moment, and the next moment. So I want to just take 1 minute right here, right now, in the middle of all of this, because in a split second it's all going to be over. You're going to be back together in your apartment.
Okay,
It's
what?
all going to be here, and it's just going to be
getting
the two
dark.
of you together. So just take a minute, look at each other right now. Take a deep breath. Let's be here. And remember why we're here, to celebrate their love, to honor their love, their commitment, their vows that they made before us and before God. Although we're not in the church, he's here, he's everywhere. You guys.
Yeah.
David, Carrie, I love you guys so much. Do we have a glass that we can raise? In the wise words of Rascal Flatts, my wish for you is that this life becomes all that you want it to, that your dreams stay big, that your worries stay small, that you never have to carry more than you can hold. And while you're out there getting where you're getting to, we hope you know that all of us love you and want the same thing too. This is our wish. To David and Carrie.
Here we get our flowers.